has dropped, sir.
Okay. Yes, indeed. That's why I'm checking something. Okay, no, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
All right, let's head into this, I suppose. I'm going to push the button this time and get it right. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Last time I screwed up. This time with less fail.
Less fail, indeed.
All right, Zaf, talk to me about the CAG-1 lineup here.
CAG-1 is bringing with them a COT spec gearing, actually ×2, Dead Horse and 1 Avenge 202. Drowning Turtle is, I love that name, in a daring utility build, I'd say. We have Birdie Dastard in the Des Moines with range. We got Leonidas II in a Moskva unique upgrade who's choosing not to move. You know what that probably means.
Probably means we might be doing a restart, yeah.
As I see Footlong Tacos has stopped. Jet Rebel, keep going. Nope.
Leonidas is going. There we go.
All
Leonidas
right.
is going.
That's
We're
right.
good.
Jet Rebel in the Des Moines with the other range. So they're choosing range over unique upgrades. Petrol's in the Montana with a full sniper scope. And then Footlong Tacos in a Conqueror. Haven't seen a Conqueror in a little bit. Cool. What do we have for TORP?
Footlong Tacos. Now I'm hungry.
I know, right?
All right. Let's have a look at their lineup. Also running the traditional 4-cruiser, 3-destroyer lineup here on a 4-cap map. Start with the north. Firtham's Daring headed up towards the A cap. This is the best weather we've seen on Faroe Islands, by the way. You see how sunny it is?
Oh, yeah.
It's usually like very hazy. This today on Faroe, the sun is out, my friends. All right. Anyway,
Feel
Daring.
the warmth.
Exactly. Running fairly standard build, leaning into the guns there, as you would sort of expect. Mafia's Shimakaze headed towards mid. All the torpedo skills you can pack into that hull. What is he running for torpedo selections at?
In terms of range, 12s.
Yes, 12s. Okay. JB's gearing at the bottom end, running, again, all the torpedo modules you can pack in, along with a unique upgrade. Backed up by Dave's Marseille. Gun reload. Tabitha's Mecklenburg, a ship we've not seen just yet today in the event. But running Furious and not fire prevention, turret traverse, and a little, that's a very odd build. Kind of all over the place with that one.
Yeah.
Great Whites, Ohio, leaning into the secondaries just a hair, going for range, but not the full secondary build, opting for fire prevention instead. Up north, we have another Marseille. That's Grim Wolf, running top grade gunner and outnumbered, just so he can cover all the bases. Campagna's Stalingrad, RPF and top grade gunner and and outnumbered. And then last but not least, Exchequer's Moskva here, headed super wide, headed to the back of the map, hilariously, running unique upgrade.
Yep. Reminder, Yamato and Vermont are the ships that are banned. I think what the Moskva's going to do, I'm going to zoom in and kind of fly through what he's doing. He's going to go all the way to the
he's going to just, yeah, he's going to follow this island, isn't he?
And then he's going to come up and he's going to find himself curled, pointed directly at that Des Moines spot. That's what he's going to end up doing.
He's not going to be right on top of the cap. He's going to be back here where he's going to have this island protecting his flank from some of the battleship fire. Right. But yeah. Okay. Well, we talked about that a couple games ago. I'll be curious to see him. It's going to take him at least, probably on the better part of almost 5 minutes to make that loop by the time it's all said and done. We're already 3.5 minutes into the game, and he's still got a ways to go.
Right.
For now, both teams grabbing their home cap as the Daring, that is Drowning Turtle, snags B. Daring up north, that's Firtham working on grabbing A, currently not spotted, currently outside the Des Moines radar. Now would be under it if Birdie Dastard decides to pop it, and he does.
Well, all right then.
Taking a bit of a risk, though. Right now, spotted by God and everybody, basically, as the Marseille and Moskva shells start to fall in.
Look a little bit closer.
No. Doesn't really take a hit, and now he's hidden behind that smoke cloud. Firtham taking some more HE chunks as he backs off.
Yeah, but he still has some torpedoes coming his way, and he doesn't have his hydro on. He pops his radar. Radar won't detect torpedoes as one comes right to his midsection.
I'm a little surprised. Haha, there he goes. I'm a little surprised looking at C to see the Marseille's position. Although he's moving now. They've kind of paused behind this rock for a little while. And I was like, if you're taking to Marseille, why you stop, right? Like, but I think maybe he paused maybe to let the Mecklenburg kind of catch up a bit. It's all I can think of.
Well, and this is also an opportunity to give Torp a choice. Do they want to commit the Marseille into the right flank completely, or do they want to go more mid? So that's like a decision point, right? You can make your decision based off what you see the enemy doing. And also, it allows, like you said, for the mech to get caught up, and perhaps for the enemy team to get a little too deep into the home cap before, air between home caps before they commit.
Deadhorse doing good work up here today, mercifully exploiting his detection advantage against Furtham's daring to push him off the cap a moment ago. And I think we're about to see it again. Deadhorse has pulled the brake. Looks like he's probably going to reverse back just far enough to catch Furtham on the surface once more. No, he changed his mind. He's pulling out now.
So all that discussion about the Moskva, and he just turned right and said, nah.
He just turned and was like, nah, to hell with it. Yeah, I was a little surprised by that, but that's what he did. So, all right. Stalingrad radar going up now. I have no idea why.
Info radar, sir.
I mean, yeah, but info for what?
To make sure that nobody is behind him. I got nothing.
That feels odd, to put it lightly, but okay. Double radar now because both the Moskva and Stalingrad radars are taking simultaneously. They get eyes on Deadhorse, I guess, just to push him back off the cap. Grimwolf's Marseille is getting pretty rough now.
I'll bet you the caller asked for radar. The Stalingrad responded by radaring. And he meant for Exchequer to radar. That happens.
Bit of a mistake there.
Yep, that happens in calling in competitive.
If you're not clear enough in your communication.
Exactly.
So now Grimwolf is trying to sneak into this spot that we sort of suspected the Moskva might end up in. He is dark now, no longer visible to the enemy team. He'll be able to reverse back. His next heal is almost a minute away. He'll have to back off to try to recover some of his HP.
Meanwhile,
both teams now, go.
Des Moines continues to just lob shells because he's got nothing else to shoot at anyway.
Might as well. Go fishing, baby. So now, both teams ticking up 2 caps each. It's about about a 70-ish point lead for CAG here. Plenty of time still on the clock. We've only been at this 7 minutes. Mecklenburg is now sort of making a push down here at the bottom end of the map. It's an odd choice. I wouldn't have thought of Mecklenburg as a pushing ship, Zaf.
Well, no.
It doesn't strike me as what the ship does very well.
In last season of King of the Sea, Mecklenburg was a good choice because it's anti-Brisbane. Birdie Dastard goes down to the Stalingrad.
Stalingrad gets a great shot. Look where Birdie Dastard was.
I'm looking right now.
A5. That Stalingrad shot was 23 kilometers and change.
That's why you bring ranged module Stalingrad, I guess. Wow.
Ooh, range module Stalingrad strikes again. Oh.
But yeah, so the Mecklenburg is really good against Minotaur, other, super light cruisers, right? But Brisbane, which is the biggest thing it counters, is banned. So it feels odd to take it. Mech, by the way, taking Torps and ouch.
Tabitha's Mecklenburg is in huge trouble now. Flooding, engine out. Probably gonna die. Yep, gonna should flood out before the DCP comes available. Yep.
Ding, fries are done.
They tried to push Tabitha up into that smoke that the gearing was laying, and then they, of course, CAG torpedoed that smoke, and then Tabitha turned through it and took 2 torpedoes while turning out of the smoke. And I was like, this does not feel like it was coordinated quite correctly.
No, and that's the chaos that happens in voice when things are happening and you're trying to make heads or tails of what people want you to do. Yeah. Very easy to get confused.
Now, I will say this. Torp's push up at the A-cap is doing brilliant work here. Furtham's daring, trying to chase down the gearing. Furtham's lit up here on the surface. That's how close he is to Deadhorse. But because daring, of course, without that speed boost, finally catches a glimpse of him. But Furtham is slower, right? Gearing can absolutely stay ahead of him if he wants to. So Furtham this is ill-advised, I would say. I would not try to chase him. You can't win that fight.
Yeah, he's doing a Han Solo. Just charging straight at him.
Yeah.
And Dead Horse is like, I want every bit of this. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're just feeding your ship and your health. Yeah, you're smoking, but it's coming way, way too late because Dead Horse has teammates and friends that are helping, and this salvo right here is going to end your game.
That's right.
Yep. You've got all the radar in the world to hunt down the gearing later. That push, that attempt to run him to ground just feels very, very ill-advised.
I mean, I can understand the initial engagement and get him to run away, then stop and smoke.
Push him. Yeah, push him off, right? But once you know he's there and you've pushed him back from your team, hold up, because his teammates are all going to shoot at you. You are losing the spotting game there, and you cannot catch him because you're in a daring. You give him, he has like 3 to 4 knots on you, right?
Yep, Dave Dunnett in trouble now in the Marseille down to the south end. Conqueror AP, no, HE coming in. Montana, I'm sure, is looking as well. We've got Moskva shooting at him.
Double fires. They're trying to smoke you up in the gearing, but there's no way he's going to be able to stop in time. No way. He's going to drift into the smoke, take another fire. Wow, he is going to stop. Marseille settled much quicker than I thought. But then he fires. His guns.
There goes the trigger discipline. Now he's on double fire.
And now he's
triple,
he's
actually.
at least on triple fire. He's dead. He's trying to heal through a triple fire. It's never going to happen.
Nope.
No. Maybe if he had held the trigger there, but no. So the TORP push up north is finally on to B.
I was just gonna say, they're all looking like they're ready to go, but they're not going.
No. They've got Mafia Shimakaze caught on radar here from Le Mans Des Moines. You have to believe that Leonidas' radar will be coming up soon.
On your mark, get set. And that's it.
There it is. Sort of as expected. He's broadside to the Moskva. Going to take all of that. Oh, most of those fell short, hilariously.
JB01 steering is getting run to ground.
Yeah. I feel like CAG sort of just ended up playing a much more patient game of these guys seem to want to push us, so let's just set up to receive. And as long as we murder them faster than they murder us, we win.
Yeah. TORP came out very aggressive. And I really like the decisions that they had at the start.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
Couple major mistakes, like the Mecklenburg.
Yeah. The Mecklenburg was a huge mistake. I'm not even sure I like the ship pick.
No.
Right? Like, if you want to do that, if you want to use a battleship to push like that, Mecklenburg is not the ship that I would pick. I got to think about which one I'm white. You could go with a Preußen, you could go with a Kurfürst, right? Something along those lines. But I wouldn't pick a Mecklenburg.
Petrols is quite low. Opportunity for TORP to get back in some of this a little bit as the gearing goes down.
Yep, JB going out. Torpedoes going in on Leonidas' Moskva. He's just going to sit here and weather them. They bag the Marseille up north as well.
Yep.
Ohio takes out the Montana. So they're claiming some kills, but nothing that's going to get them that much closer to a win, really.
No, they've got an opportunity to get Great White behind Lehman Russ's Des Moines with Campagna in front. That could work.
With the Conqueror there, though, does it work?
No. I mean, the thing is, at this point, you have to find a way, right, to try to make it work.
You're not wrong. I mean, you're down 3 ships. You've got to make something happen here.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you, like, Stalingrad close pass to a Des Moines, I don't want to be this guy.
I mean...
No.
The idea is you stop right here. If I'm Campagna, stop right here.
He is stopping.
Shoot at the Conqueror. Get him with the AP. And then what you need is this Ohio to continue moving forward to just push Lehman Russ right into you.
But he stopped. The Ohio quit moving.
But he stopped.
Yeah. And now Lehman looks like he's going to move up and take the Ram, which would be a brilliantly smart play for him. They've got a 3-ship lead. Just take the Stalingrad off the board. Oh, he's a little too close to the island. He's moving a little too slow. He's dragging his hull on the island here.
Well, and the Stalingrad just buries all the shells in the armor plating of Lehman Russ, and that doesn't matter.
I think he was trying to knock out his turrets, maybe? I'm not sure.
Hard to tell. He would have been better suited just turning his turrets right and waiting, because you got to know he's going to try for a drive-by or ram. Oh, look at this, Mafia.
Look at the Shimakaze coming in to save his teammate.
Hero play right there.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Look at that.
Brilliant play. That's a clip moment.
Well done.
I like the teamwork. I really like that teamwork.
Yeah. That was well done. I gotta say, Zath, I really like what I've seen from TORP in this game. I feel like they definitely made some mistakes, but they're not making bad decisions. Like at a strategic level, the plan that they chose, I like it. I just feel like they've had some execution misses.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, there's some growing pains associated with, you know, coming into this. And then, of course, with the map and everything else, too. So, yeah, I felt like they had ideas of what they wanted to accomplish. For the most part, they accomplished it in one part of the map, and they did fine. But a couple just really odd decisions lead us to this point.
Yep. Jet Rebels Des Moines pushes all the way across the field of ice to grab the C cap. Mafia's Shimakaze stepping onto B to try and secure that. So we'll see if we can maintain cap parity here for TORP, who is still down 2 ships and a massive amount of HP.
Make that
as
3.
They finally do lose Great Whites Ohio to the double sets of gearing torps, because both sets of gearings back here now.
Yeah.
Just vomiting out the torpedoes.
Well, and especially if you've got a battleship that's going to stop and reverse.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well, and this goes back to I look back and think now the decision of Furtham to kind of throw his ship away hurts worse, right?
Yes.
If he's able to hang out here with his hydro and screen his teammates, maybe that doesn't happen quite the way that it ended up happening.
Yes, exactly.
Well, TORP's going to lose this game, Zath, but it's not for a lack of trying and certainly not for a lack of aggression. They got in here, they had a plan, they executed it fairly well up north. I feel like the worst mistakes were down south, with the possible exception of losing the daring up north.
Yep. Who just went down? Stalingrad. All right, I gotta get my death pick.
Yep, Stalingrad goes out. Wow.
Right.
Solid game from CAG, looking really good here. Realizing that kind of all they had to do was just sort of chill and set up to receive.
Absolutely. Now we are 2 minutes behind our scheduled start for this